Excuse me. Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, parents, grandparents. Hi, Granny and Grandpa. Students, faculty, family, friends, Romans, countrymen. Senorita Ortiz. Buenos dias. Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2013, the first class to leave Haldane having survived an apocalypse, the loss of our senior picnic. I will be delivering the salutatory this morning. Now, I know the last thing many of us up on this stage want is a Latin lesson, but until this ceremony ends, we're still technically in school, so you're going to have to bear with me. You see, the terms salutatorian and salutatory come from the Latin verb salutare, which means to greet, while valedictorian and valedictory come from the Latin word vale, which means goodbye. In other words, at its core, the salutatory is a greeting and the valedictory is a farewell. Hola, adios. It seems only natural then that they would appear in the order they do. Salutatory, valedictory. Hello, goodbye. But I submit to you that they're backwards. Too much emphasis is placed on the finality of graduation, the end of high school, the end of childhood, the end of certainty and security. And the structure of our ceremony, our entire high school existence even, reflect that. A 4-year conversation between class and school ended, just like that, with a simple goodbye. And then suddenly, we're cut off from a life that had become so familiar and safe to us. We're abandoned in a world we don't know or don't feel prepared for, and it scares us. Gone are the days of Katrina and Claudia texting me every waking and sleeping minute while I pretend not to enjoy it. The days of Tommy and Steven bickering like an old married couple about baseball, video games, Ethan Hawke, and, well, that's about it, really. The days of sweaters and flat brims, of William Shakespeare, of pointless hand-washing and Lady and Candace, of Slumgod Millionaire, YMCA dance choreographies, of parking at the top of the hill, and then parking sideways at the top of the hill, and then not parking at the top of the hill. The days of Chris and Julie, of Father Pat, the Dark Horse, and Uncle Law. The days of BCOD, CCOD, NPOD, Slorlin, and Calc Club. A brief goodbye, and we're alone. So we try to cling on. We consume ourselves with memories, tinged with nostalgia or regret. We dwell on anything that might keep that already severed thread intact. We focus on the past. We leave facing backward, when to survive in this world, we must always be looking forward. Per ardua ad astra is the motto of the British Royal Air Force. In English, it translates to, through adversity, to the stars. It is a reminder that, regardless of what we define personally as success, there will always be obstacles and misfortunes along the way. But to face forward from the start, to embrace the triumphs and the disasters, and to appreciate what we can of the journey, will make it all the more satisfying. So when you begin your climb ad astra, your Star Trek, if you will, and you're given the choice between a ladder and an elevator, choose the ladder, or the former, but the latter. Because, after all, and in the words of the acclaimed poet Tommy Wiseau, that's life. It's imperfect, messy, and entropic. But when we realize that, we can use it to our advantage. It motivates us to participate, to set goals, to improve, and to make forward strides. There's a fine line between loneliness and individualism, and we must choose where to draw it. That is why we ought to treat graduation as a commencement, and to conclude it not with an ending, but with a beginning, to set us in the right direction. Goodbye, hello. Goodbye to the old and familiar. Hello to the new, the unknown, and the promising. Then can we properly brave the new world. Then can we finally welcome it. Thank you, and hello.
Great job, Simon.